Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who? Who? Who is it? Girl, it's Rosie Rosette 2020. Pal, listen, let me get my fans, honey, because this is just too much. Listen, okay, you know I reported on Travis Scott, right? And this concert. But Lord, they got this 9-year-old. I'm not going to put his face on there. He's in ICU. He's in ICU because his father, see, this is child endangerment because ain't no way in hell, oh well, it ain't monetized anyway. Ain't no way in hell that this child, 9 years old, should have been at a Travis Scott concert, like in the public area where they're raging. Oh no, 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 no. And from what I hear, this is how people normally get down. Now, what is it about this stage? I heard that this is his hometown, but no, they shouldn't allowed a child to be there. And then okay, so the 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 father had the child on his shoulders, stupid, in a concert where it was hella packed, and then the father lost his balance or he fell out. So then the child was on the floor, and then by the time the father woke up, the child had got trampled on. Who tramples why didn't somebody pick up that baby? Like, what the hell is going on in Houston? You know what? Everybody needs to be canceled. Everybody needs to be sued. The people who are at the concert, they need to be sued. Travis Scott needs to be sued. Security. Now they're saying that the chief of police spoke to Travis Scott before the concert. Lord. Now, well, if you knew that you guys did not have enough security, or you didn't have enough protection to keep the people safe, then the city's liable. So the city is liable. Travis Scott is liable because the police told him about that and he kept it going. Well, yeah, he kept it going. Live Nation, I think allegedly, is that the promoters? They're really liable. I mean, they may go bankrupt after this. That's all I can say. Hell, Travis Scott might go bankrupt, but he might have to get into that Kylie money. Now, I bet him and Kylie gonna be together now. But from what I hear, they canceled him from their new show. I was like, ooh, how do you know Kardashians? Chris was like, oh no, you're gonna have to. I don't know I don't know if they're still gonna be together. I don't know. He's gonna have to. I know he's lawyered up. But then I heard that he went out to eat after the concert, claiming that he didn't know. Oh my God! You see 20 what ambulances and everything. He acted like he didn't know during the concert, but he did stop it because someone had fell out. But the person that they carried out looked like he was dead. I was like, what the hell is going on? And they were talking about it was a concert from hell. Mm-mm. And I've never been to a rage or whatever. I know they used to do a lot of them in San Francisco late at night. But aren't kids like high and, they're on weed and meth and heroin? These kids, crystal meth or whatever. So that with all of the pressure of the bodies. See, they should have had it zoned off. You know what? They should have had some guns shoot up in the air. I bet everybody would have left then. They should have had it zoned off, but they didn't. And this is how they get down. But I mean, there's a lot of concerts that, like Coachella's coming up, and something in Vegas that Travis. I don't know what song. I've never heard. I've never even paid attention to a Travis Scott song. I don't even know. This is the first time I heard him speak, actually. So I don't even know nothing about him. I just know that he's Kylie's baby daddy, and he's very handsome. Oh Lord, he's very handsome. Him and ASAP Rocky, they have, with those braids, those skinny braids. There's just something about them. They're very handsome. Now I like Travis Scott with Kylie. I still don't like ASAP Rocky with Rihanna. I don't know why. I don't know. Travis Scott seems like more of a man, but I don't know if I don't know if Chris is gonna allow Travis Scott into Kylie's life still, even though he's the baby daddy. But hell, Kanye ain't in Kim's life. So you know what? You know how Chris gets down, honey. When Chris puts her foot down, the shoot, everybody speaks like E.F. Hutton. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what else? Oh, people were blocking the entrance for the ambulance. I'm telling you, some simple people in Houston. Simple. But these were like kids. These were like kids. Like the youngest person that died was 14. I think the eldest was 27. Oh, this is just horrible. You know, you go to a concert and I mean, you can walk outside and something that can happen, but you know, you go to a concert to have fun, but this rage thing, I must say that that stage was really nice, whatever, but they said that there's some controversy with the stage because on the promotion there's like Travis Scott's head and it's open up and there's like little kids, you know, with lollipops or whatever, and I was just like, that's interesting. That's interesting. But this whole fiasco is past interest. I mean, there's just so many people liable. But what made this concert different from any other concert that he's given? You know, I mean, did they said they have 500 security people, but one guy said that he was about to be a security officer for it. He was about to work at the venue, but they didn't train him. They, you know, that they I guess whatever test that they had to take, I don't know if it was for a guard card or something, but it was from an open book. And, you know, he asked a question about something and they were like, oh, okay, well, maybe we could put you somewhere else. I think he didn't want to do the gates and they were like, okay, well, maybe we can, you know, put you somewhere else. And I'm just like, wow, you know, I think it was just too many people and they should have had like military or police there because 50,000, that's a lot of people. But like even when like, you know, these soccer games or any, you know, like a Coachella, that's, you know, they have a lot of people there, and I don't know if this is an issue there. See, that's why I don't want to go to any concerts. I'm too old. I can, you know, that pressure. And they said that a lot of people had heart attacks. I'm just like, Jesus, death and heart attacks at a concert. That was a hell of a concert. Literally, that was a hell of a concert. Oof. And he kept going on. Yes. After all that, he did stop once, as I said before, but he continued after people were like begging and pleading him. And you can see it. You can see because they said that they were chanting, you know, stop the concert, people were dying, stop the concert, people. I'm not exactly sure exactly what they were chanting, but you could see if there's a crowd of people and people are being carried out with stretchers or whatever. Well, you blind? Was Travis Scott on something? Did he get drug tested? That's key. That's key. You know, did this child get drug tested? Because why didn't he stop it? He was already paid the money, but they said that he was doing it live. So maybe that's why he didn't stop it. That's why everyone was so juiced. That maybe that's why there were so many people there. Maybe that's why there wasn't enough security. See, again, there's too many elements to this as to why what happened. And the fact, but they said that this was happening before Travis got to the stage. So they had an ample enough time to stop that. When the police chief went to Travis's trailer and said, you know what, I don't know if we can handle this. No, that's not how you do it. If you're the chief of the police, your job is to secure safety for your people in your town. Okay, I don't know if this was in Houston or outside Houston, at the Astrodome. Anyway, so if you know, police chief, that this is unsafe, then that's your call. You are liable. So people, they can't sue Travis because Travis is not in charge of security. Travis wasn't in charge of, the ambulance or the medical. It's not up to Travis to make sure that all of this is taken care of. That's not on him. That's on Live Nation. That's on the chief of police. That's on the medics that, were secured. They know they're going to have 50,000 people. Okay, well, then you should at least have 500 medical, situations or whatever. Especially with all these kids doing drugs and all this other stuff. And knowing that this is a rage or whatever. And why were 14-year-olds or a 9-year-old child at a rage? What is it? Rage, rave, whatever, is beyond me. That's a child endangerment. So, the father should be arrested for that. That 14-year-old, did they check IDs or whatever? But did you see that where they were like running through the gates? Oh, hell no. Oh, honey, I would have stopped that shit well before Travis. Oh, no, because one of the young guys said during Master P that he almost fainted and fell out. Well, that's, he said that was during the daytime. So by the time Travis Scott came, it was all bad. It was all bad. No, honey, I don't never want to be in the middle. I like to be on the side, next to the door, or, up, in the nosebleeds or something. That way I could see what's going on. I told you when I was at one concert, excuse me, I think it was at the Henry J. Kaiser Center. This was, like, again, 30, 40 years ago. And, about 40 years ago. And somebody got in a fight up in the stands, and they flipped someone from the stands. I don't think someone died, but still, that's Oakland now. Oakland is off the chain right now. We don't know what a little boy I was going to do a video, a little boy, I don't know if I want to do that. 18 months old or 23 months old, he got shot in a drive-by. They were shooting on the freeway, and this little boy got shot. It's just real bad, but they can't sue Travis because, was it his concert? No, it wasn't his concert. It was Live Nation's concert. Travis just appeared. Now, you can't sue him for him appearing and performing. That's what he was supposed to do. They have to go after Live Nation, because that's just like me going to work. Let me see. Okay, me driving the bus. What if I was a bus driver? Okay, and the bus breaks down, or the bus loses its brakes. It malfunctions. The brakes malfunction. That's not my fault. I'm just here to drive the bus. Now, if the bus, malfunctions and there's an accident, it's not the bus driver's fault. That's the transit agency's fault or the maintenance people's fault, but that's not the bus driver's fault. The bus driver was contracted to drive the bus, a working bus. Travis Scott was contracted to sing at a concert. The concert was produced and generated by Live Nation in the city of Houston, where the chief knew that there wasn't enough security. Okay, well, if it's not enough security, guess what? Shut the shit down. Shut it down. Because if you knew and there's deaths, the chief of police is negligent for the liability. And if he communicated that with Travis Scott and he knew and there's deaths, afterwards, then he's liable. The city of Houston, or wherever it is located, is liable for those deaths. The city and Live Nation, not Travis Scott. He is not liable. He did not do anything wrong. He did stop the concert when he saw someone fall out. Now, when he was, ascended up, I don't know what he saw. I don't know. I don't know. But there was two. There was a white girl and a white boy who tried to climb up or was telling the producers. I don't know. See, and I don't know. See, you don't know if the kids are high or they're playing around. What if they did stop the concert and there was I don't know. I would hate to be. That's why I don't want to. I don't like to do management stuff because I don't want to be. I would shut the whole shit down. If that was me, but that's why people don't want to deal with me, because I'd be like, you know what, I'm on the side of the right. Some people like to let you go. No, no, no. We gonna check everything. I'll stop shit. I'll shut it down and fire motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. No, you're not gonna have. If anything has my name on it, I don't want nothing shisty. No, no, no. People know when I come around or whatever. No, no. You better cross your I's and dot your T's. Dot your I's and cross your T's. No, it's not funny either. It's not, because 8 people died, and then what? 300 people got hurt. 300 out of 50,000. No, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, like, I think 49er games, the first couple 49er games, allegedly, at the new stadium, there was some fights. I don't think no one died, though. But maybe. No, I think something happened in the bathroom or something like that, allegedly. That's 20,000 people. But people get drunk. That's what I'm saying. Before the concerts, these kids get drunk. They get high. They're dehydrated. It's all of those people, those bodies, the pressure. That's a lot. And I just can't believe someone brought their little kids. I remember I worked for a certain company, and my boss used to get free tickets. One of them was to the Raiders. It was some company who was trying to lose them or whatever, and they gave free. They were hosting free tickets. I was like, oh, I would like to go, whatever. But anyway, my boss wanted me to take my son. I was like, I'm not taking my son to a Raiders game. The Black Hole? Are you crazy? Oh, no, no, no. No, no. Now, my son has been to a lot of sports events. I mean, like in box seats or whatever, because of my boss or whatever. But I remember, I know this is off the subject, but the summer programs, my son, would go with the summer camp, and, he would go to baseball games baseball games. And he would, my son, because again, we used to sit up in the box seats because my boss had, he was a sports fanatic. And he was at the baseball game with the, summer camp people. And he was like, well, I want to go back up there. And they're like, what are you talking about? He was like, well, when we go, we sit up there. Oh, Lord. I don't have that money. My boss did. But anyway, yeah, little kids don't need to be. No, ain't no way in hell a child needs to be at a rage. Now, Travis Scott's daughter was in the back, and she had on headphones. She really shouldn't have been there. No, she should have been in the bed. Why was that she shouldn't even though she was in the back, secured, mama billionaire and everything. No. Little girl, you need to be in the bed, sleep. The little kids don't need to be at a concert. It's like maybe when you're 16. I think 16 is the good time for people to, for a human being to go to a concert. Now, I think my first concert I was 5 or 6. Yeah. I think we went to go see Michael Jackson at the Cow Palace. But my cousins took me. But then my mom and my uncle took me to something in Oakland. It was out in the green. I remember we saw Shaka Khan, and I forgot what it was called. But yeah, but that's too young. That's too young. I remember when I took my son to see Aaliyah, actually right down the street, but he was very sensitive to sound or whatever. And I drove all the way down here from San Francisco or Oakland, and I didn't even get to see Aaliyah perform. That's the only person I went to go see. But my son, he couldn't take so I guess it was just too much. But so can you imagine? Like, we were, nosebleed. But this child was right up in the front with his father. Come on. That's child endangerment. Like 101. It's just like, no, let the child see Travis Scott from the television screen until he's able to run and, tell people his name, his address, and his phone number. Mm-mm. People are crazy. People, I just, I hope the little boy comes through, but Jesus, the parent is negligent on so many levels. This whole thing is a disaster. I mean, I hope they don't, cancel all concerts, but you can see Tiana stopped her concert. Um, Somebody else, I think Cat Williams stopped his concert, and there was someone else who stopped, their show when they saw that someone, you know, was in need of help. Because I'm like, I know people are like, no, no, you're not getting me on this one. No, 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 no. So, let's just drop in the comments what you think. Where was the guy who brought his 9-year-old son? Was that child endangerment? Do you think that Travis Scott should be sued? Do you think Live Nation? Do you think the city of Houston, or all the above? Mm, Travis is paying for the funeral. He did refund everyone. Um, but the lawsuits, I can't see him being liable for this. I don't know. Is it in the contract that if he doesn't perform, will he get sued? Maybe is that why he didn't stop it? There's just a plethora of things that it's just kind of dicey. And why this concert of all concerts? Because I'm sure this is not the first AstroWorld, is that what it's called, that has ever happened. But what happened with this? And then remember, some people were getting poked in the. That's it. It's a lot that's going on. Did they pat people down enough? Mm-mm. Yeah. Who was the security that they hired for this? Like, they need to be sued. They really need to be sued. Security. They really need to be sued regarding this. Yeah. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.